like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So out today is Doctor Who, the Abominable Snowman. Was it animated reconstruction? Now I've got a complete set of these. I've loved all of these. This one is by the Big Finish Gary Russell team. They previously done Galaxy 4. Is it Galaxy 4 and Fury from the Deep? I will say Galaxy 4 was far more successful. Fury from the Deep, far less successful. So this is a preview of that to help you decide if you want to buy it. I did it on my live stream last night. And look, I've got this on pre-order. I am buying this, right? I am buying this after doing the preview somewhat begrudgingly. It doesn't look like it's going to be very good. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be very good compared to the other team that did Evil of the Daleks and the Faceless Ones. That looked like it was very, very good, right? This doesn't look like it's particularly high quality, which makes me really sad, right? I wish it looked better. I'm buying it anyway. I might be clear about that. I am buying it anyway. But boy, whoo, it's I don't know what happened. Maybe they had their budget cut halfway through, right? Because the same reason they stopped making them. And this is the best we got. I don't understand. I really do not understand. A bit of a shame, really, because, you know, this looks like it's going to be a great story. Web of Fear, one of my all-time favorite stories. It's absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen that, that's a much stronger recommend. It's absolutely fantastic. This not so much. I tell you, not so much. But still, look, it's a fantastic story behind it. All the preview was in color. I only ever watch these things in black and white because I like to feel like a recreation of what it was like to watch the original episode. Right? That's why I only ever watch them in black and white. The color one on Galaxy 4 kind of worked though. It kind of looked like the Filmation Star Trek. It felt in era, right? I quite liked it. But this one, whoa, not so much. Really, yeah, not so much. Fine. So I did a preview of this last night on my live stream. I'm recording this on the day it comes out. September already, blimey. September the 5th. Hopefully this is going to go out today. I do hope so. Listen, I hope they find a new home to make these things more. I hope the quality gets better. Because again, I like to relive these lost stories, right? I mean, yes, I've heard the audio before, but honestly, listening to the audio and watching it as a reconstruction are two very, very different things. Evil of the Daleks is a great example of that. Macro Terror. I love Macro Terror. I loved Macro Terror when I heard the audio. I loved it even more when I saw the video. Unfortunately, they cut out my favorite scene in it, where the Doctor goes through the rough and tumble machine. That does sound a bit suspect. Do you fancy anything for the weekend, sir? A bit of rough and tumble. Bit of How's Your Father? I'm Doctor Who. No, that bit never happened. Well, it would be weird if it did. Fine. Like, share, subscribe. All those things are very good. I'm very grateful for everybody liking, sharing, and subscribing. I genuinely am. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you think this is good. Let me know. If you worked on it, let me know. I don't want to rank on it. I'm sorry. I don't want to give you a bad review, but this is not a review, this is the preview, but the preview doesn't look very good. I have to tell you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are very, very good. Absolutely, please, if you haven't subscribed, I really, really, really am very much helped out by your subscription. If you are subscribed, make sure you still are. Sign up my Substack, my email newsletter. I send out all my content on that all the time. I'm also on Rumble. And when I get banned from YouTube, you'll be able to find me there. I also put extras on there, like out of print comic strips. I just got a trove, which something I've been looking for ages, of the 1980s Dan Dare. So I think I'm going to start serializing that on my Substack. I absolutely love that. That was really good. I forgot all the episodes were only like 3 pages long. I'm like, okay, who knew? But anyway, so sign up for that. It's free. Okay, can I be clear about that? It's free. And I have a paid Substack, which isn't free, but I give you even more comments, my own comics on that one. So thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are very, very good. Unlike this, what we're going to see in this preview. Wait, you watch me go in kind of optimistic and get more despondent, right? As the preview goes on. For good reason. Fine. Let me hand over to me from last night.
There is great danger.
Oh, sodding hell. Why would you make his jacket like that? I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be more washable in black and white, but why would you make his big furry coat like that? He's supposed to look like a Yeti. Like, how did Gary Russell see that design and go, oh, that's perfect? How? I'm really disappointed by that, right? That shows, so, like, why would you make that decision? I understand you need maybe it's an animation thing. You can't animate fat things that well. But they do with the Yeti, look.
The Abominable Snowman.
Okay, so here's what these things are good for, these animations. They're good for being able to experience the episode in a way that you can understand it a little bit. You can experience, right? You're not going to experience the original thing, but you can experience it a little bit more. Again, Evil of the Daleks is the best one in my mind, right? Invasion is also excellent, right? But you get to be able to experience it as a story. And there really is a difference, right? I mean, seeing Power of the Daleks is very different from listening to Power of the Daleks. So they're good for that. So maybe in black and white this won't be so awful. Oh, man. Oh.
Where are these mountains?
Don't you know where the Himalayas are? They're in India.
No, not India. This is Tibet. That's where we are, Tibet. Now, there's no time to be lost. I think I'll go and have a scout around.
Why? Why? Like, that's not what it looked like. Why? Like, I hope somebody explains on the DVD why they made that choice. It's such a weird choice. Hang on 1 second. Second Doctor Fur Coat figure. Let's see how Character Options did it. Okay, much more accurately. Here, 1 second. Let me grab the picture over here. Hang on. Where is it? Here we go. Like, I very nearly bought the set for this figure because this figure is awesome. But here, let me share that picture. Share screen. Like, you see the bloody difference? He's like kind of swamped in that thing. Let me see if I can find a picture of him just in the fur coat. Like, it's I don't understand. Like how do they get it so wrong? It's really weird to me they got this so wrong. Now, let's see if I've got any from the original. Here we go. Abominable Snowman. Here we go. Famous picture. Hang on. There you go. So we got the 5 Doctors version coming up here. Well, this is the. Let me zoom in. I mean, again. What? Like, why? You see that he's kind of swamped in it. That's the way it's supposed to be. So 5 Doctors, but I mean, you get the idea. That's what it's supposed to be, like a big furry coat. Don't picture the 7th Doctor in it. Hang on. 7th Doctor fur coat. There you go. It's probably the same bloody coat. Hang on. Like they even got it right. Okay, they got nothing right in Time and the Rani. Okay, nothing right at all, but they got that right. Oh, okay.
We are besieged. The Yeti have turned upon us. At least that is what we thought until
I turned up.
they're here, somewhere on these mountains.
I discovered the Yeti. The honor's mine, but you want to take it from me.
Fear makes us imagine all sorts of things.
Including creatures that don't seem to be flesh and blood.
Evil.
I mean, I'm hoping that the story is of such high. I'm buying it anyway. Okay, BBC, I'm buying it anyway. Cunts, okay. Oh. But I'm hoping the story is going to be high enough quality that I will enjoy it anyway.
Feeling of evil. Like a shadow on my mind.
This thing that's here, this evil, it will spread. It has to be stopped, and I think I can do it.
Now stop playing games and open these doors, or are you afraid to meet me face to face?
We must make certain that Doctor learns nothing of what is happening. He's a man of great knowledge and intelligence, but he may not show sympathy.
Yeah, this really does not very good, does it? I hate to say, it really doesn't. We'll have a look at some of their stuff in black and white in a second.
For the powers that guide us, he may even seek to hinder the great plan.
I mean, could they have the budget cut halfway through this, or towards the end of this?
Nothing must interfere.
I don't know. I think everything should interfere with that piece of shit, quite frankly. That's awful. Oh, here. We'll play a few seconds because I don't want to get copyright struck of Fury from the Deep. Okay. I downloaded a few seasons of LOLO because I'm like the Father Miller's watching it. I was like, oh, I think I could go for a bit of that. Fury from the Deep. Here we go. Is this color or black and white? Hang on. Let's see if this is. I mean, I'll turn the sound off as well, maybe. I won't play that one. So let me try this. Oh, let me try this one. Let me turn the sound off.
I'll explain later. Don't be long.
All right, darling.
So I say, Fury is a weird story. It's very not Doctor Who like, right? There we go.
Your guess is as good as mine. There's something inside there.
Let's go see a bit of Pat.
Is that? We're something of an emergency on at the moment. You see, we've just lost contact with one of our...
I mean, it's much more like a weird Avengers story. I'm trying to see as a bit of Patrick Troughton. Yeah, I'll put up another video file. Let's go and look at it over here. Okay, is this one where Patrick Troughton was on vacation again? Oh, here he comes. Here.
So far, so good, Jamie. But the driver, will he wait for us? Oh, yes, he said he'd hang around.
All right, so let's compare that with this, with the Evil of the Daleks one. Is this it? There we go. Maxwell. Okay, here we go.
We do not trust you,
Then we quit, aren't we?
but we have your time machine.
Yes.
So you will obey us?
This is not even the same ballpark. This is so much higher quality. What are they bloody thinking? What are they thinking? Okay, well let's read the preview article. First, let me open it for me. Like, what are they thinking? I don't understand. It's so weird. That is weird, right? I'm not being strange. That is very strange. Yeah, let's have a look. I mean, I'm buying it, BBC. Okay, I'm gonna get it, but like, this is a bit strange. This is fine. So what page is this? On page 74. There's a preview. There you go. Doink. So it's coming out tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, coming out tomorrow. Okay. At my 6th birthday party, blah, 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 blah. Let's just get to... so we got to book the Abominable Snowman 6th birthday party. Mark is executive producer and script supervisor, new animated version of the... Why do you have to be script supervisor? I mean, like, isn't it already written? I mean, I'm not being a dick. I mean, I am being a dick. But, like... what do you want out of me? Over the course of 6 episodes, the second Doctor and Commander Jamie and Victoria fine. I mean, obviously, it's to like get them in the. They have to make all the storyboards and things like that. Find a monarchy menaced by a robotic yeti under the control of the sinister Great Intelligence. With location film spread over 6 autumnal days in autumn and around Mount Snowdonia. It was one of the most ambitious productions of the 1960s, but only episode 2 now exists in the BBC archives. Tragedy, right? The story has been recreated with DVD by Big Finish Creative. So I guess that's related to Big Finish in some way. Should the new animation emulate the Welsh locations or the more Tibetan? Okay, first they say we did have those kinds of conversations. They actually went for the Tibetan, which ended up looking a lot like, Snowdonia, as it happens. It's a kind of combination. When I went to the bet, he went to the bet because he loved the story so much, right? The sky was astonishing. I took lots of photos and visited lots of monasteries. And Gary was especially keen that the monks and lamas in the animation be wearing appropriate colors. Okay, I'm down for that, right? That doesn't bother me at all, right? But all of these stories, Big Finish Creator done will hopefully be the truest to the original. I don't know. It seems to be like the animation might be a factor in that too, right? I hate to be the one to rain on your parade, right? The animation needs to be reasonably good to be the case, but okay, and it's not okay. Gary being Mark's photo with Gary Russell. The director and co-producer of the new animation, Mark, brought back all these photos, and I expect to be covered in snow, but there's no snow in it. So fine, it looked like North Wales. Fine, blah 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 blah. Gary was eager for the animation to reflect the diverse nature of authentic. Okay, fine, you're woke. Okay, I know you're woke, right? Fine. As his early reconstructions for Galaxy 4 and Fury from the Deep, the animation has been provided by India-based outfit Digitoons, and they're not as good as whoever made it with Evil of the Daleks. I mean, that's the bottom line. Digitoons aren't very. I guess you get what you pay for. Really, it's a shame. It was absolutely fantastic. It really helped us across the 6 episodes. Oh, right, because they know at least they understand the culture, right? Both Mocha and Gary want to sing the company's praises. They prepared a full 3D model of the monastery. It was absolutely fantastic. It really helped us across the 6 episodes. You don't want in one scene. Oh, we're going to see this in Lord of the Rings in a minute. In Lord of the Rings, they have a giant sea demon coming from one direction, and then they switch angles, and it's coming from another direction. It's just like, how did that get made? Well, I mean, this got made because they didn't have any bloody money, obviously, I guess. They really got into it, and it was very useful. The company was based in India because they knew the Tibetan culture very well. Yeah, they enslaved and destroyed it. No, I don't know that. I know nothing about the culture at all. Tibetan culture quite well, and there was a couple of pillars with Chinese characters on when I was worried about what it might suppose. No, that's actually the legitimate Buddhist prayer. We might have to. Which we might not have got if we were working with someone from Scunthorpe. Yeah, but you would have had a good animation. Probably. So Chris Chapman then goes to Tibet. Documentary Traveling in Tibet covers the making of the story. People think the 6th adventure will be tough to make a film about, explains Chris. But we have 8 new interviews with cast and crew. We spoke to Sylvia James and the makeup artist Sylvia James and camera assistant John Walker. I'll be amazed if they remember. And Bernard Lee, who was essentially a runner in the studio. But often you find runners have the best gossip. Yeah, okay, that sounds fair. And we realized there was only one Yeti actor surviving, John Hogan, who had never been interviewed before. Okay, tracked now living in Brixton. He has some lovely memories. We also spoke to... look, this is my living in London in my 80s prejudice. Because it's living in Brixton, I'm just assuming the guy's black, right? What's his name? Varga. He had a couple of big black guys that were like, in everything at the time, right? Because they wanted a big heavy, a dark-skinned heavy. I'm sure Toberman was in it like 3 or 4 times. Anyway, Ray is now 93, and he spoke as sharp as attack. I spoke to Raymond Llewellyn, who played Sapin, who's 93, sharp as that. Good for him. Wish I was at 53. And we spoke to Deborah Watling's brother, Giles, who's now an MP. Deborah wangled it for her dad, Jack, to play Professor Travers. So it was a lovely chat with Giles. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Traveling to Tibet also includes the return of the original Snowdonia. So they go back to the site, and they did the same thing they did with, what's the name? What's the name of the story? Revelation of the Daleks, right? When they took Colin back to the location, they put the TARDIS in exactly the same spot. And so they did the same thing for Fraser Hines. So that was a very touching moment. It still goes. Look at that. Another. So then the next page says, James just looking at the balls. Oh, look at the size of that, Doctor. That's a big one. So fine, he got commentaries. I'm just going to read what's on them. Okay, disc 1, restored version with following optional commentaries. Fraser Hines. This is the film version, episode 2. Fraser Hines, and film assistant John Walker with Toby Adoki, Deborah Watling and with Gary Russell from 2004. Abominable Snowman, all 6 episodes in black and white. The commentaries include episode 1, production assistant Judy Spears, episodes 2 and 6, animation producer Gary Russell. That's what I actually find the most interesting right now, right? Episode 3, Cameron Newham. Episode 4, Fraser Hines and John Walker. Episode 5, special sound designer Brian Hodges, makeup designer Sylvia James. Then you've got 8mm footage, home movie footage. The Abominable Snowman episode 4, existing material featured in late night lineup. How much footage they got? 31 Who? Wow! My parents got satellite the week after. They started. They did the Who weekend, right? It was like literally the week after. And then I think was that when the Square aerial went down. I can't remember. Right? It was BSB. Then it got bought by Sky. So host Shima Pereira and former Hooper John Nathan Turner interviews co-writer Mervyn Herriman about the Yeti serials for BSB program 31 Who, 1990. Wow, it's just that was like that was about a month and a half before I left England forever, right? Without knowing I was doing so. Episode 2, it's in color with the same options. Episode 3, you got the Abominable Snowman Retold. Episode 2 with reconstruction of the other episodes on off-screen telesnaps. This has optional narration with Fraser Hines. BBC. Okay, so fine. That's probably going to be more enjoyable. Trout and Tibet, we talked about photo gallery teaser trailer for the animated version and scripts. Okay. Look, as I said, I'm buying it anyway, dude. Okay? BBC, I'm buying it anyway. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope I'll be reviewing it this week probably, so I hope it's good, right? I hope it's good. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.